Hello and welcome to an ESPA presentation. My name is Laura. It's a pleasure to do this for you today. I'd like to present 5 of ESPA Hero products. Hero because they are popular and with therapists and consumers all over the world. Tried and tested, been going for many years. So the first one is the Hydrating Cleansing Milk, and this is a beautiful cleanser. It's got rose geranium, mallow and chamomile in there, so really calming, soothing ingredients. The texture is a beautiful milk. You'll see it's almost like a silky veil on the skin. It's so comfortable to use. You then remove that with some cotton, and then you can splash the face if you like to use water on the face, or if you prefer just to go ahead and use your Spa Fresh or spritz, that's fine as well, and then carry on with your products. The great thing about this one is multi-purpose. You can actually use this as well as a moisturizer for younger skin. So it's really good for someone who's just starting out on a skincare routine. Young skin doesn't need a lot of stimulation. You need to treat it carefully and with respect. Usually it is a little bit dehydrated. So a cleanser and a moisturizer in one is a really fantastic way to start that. You can also use it as an after sun, so it's fantastic as a very light body lotion, particularly in the summer because it is so light. Great as an after sun because it takes the heat out of the skin and instantly quenches dehydrated skin. It also leaves the skin delicately scented with that rose geranium. It's a really beautiful smell, beautiful to use, gorgeous texture. The next one is the Refining Skin Polish. This is a fantastic exfoliator for the skin. It's really efficient. It's suitable for all skin types, but how often you use it and what you mix it with will vary depending on your skin type. So personally, I use it up to 2 to 3 times a week because I'm more mature and my skin cells take a long time to get from the basal layer to the top. So my skin sometimes lacks a bit of radiance, so I like to exfoliate regularly. This leaves a good canvas then for your more potent ingredients like your serums and your face treatment oils to really nourish and treat the skin. If your skin is a little bit more on the oily side, you'll use it less, so once a week to once every 10 days because oily skin is more active, so you need to really make sure you're not overstimulating it. Normal skin is generally about once or twice a week. So it's using these tiny pore size grains in there, rounded diatomaceous earth, and what you'll do is just mix that with water and use circular motion all over the skin. You want to make sure you're really only using the surface, you're not pressing. The product is perfectly balanced with rose damascena and shea butter in there to give you a really nice texture to be able to scrub the skin, but in a very comfortable and safe way. It's fantastic because the grains are pore size. They're really amazing for getting around all these little kind of nooks and crannies. So really good if you're suffering with blackheads or congested skin. What you can do if you're more dry, dehydrated or sensitive is perhaps mix it with the Hydrating Cleansing Milk. So this gives it an extra slip, it gives an extra protection, and maybe work it for less to start with and see how you get on. It gives a really beautiful brightness to the skin almost instantly, leaves it very soft and silky. When you do splash off, just be careful of your eyes, obviously, because there are grains in there. Okay, so what that's so good at is preparing the skin for your next products, and one of those next products I can highly recommend is the Triactive Advanced Instant Facial. If you want a revitalizing instant boost for the skin that blurs the appearance of lines and gives you a nice bright complexion, then this is the one for you. It's won awards. It's Triactive, so there's plant, marine and aromatherapy. There's a lovely ingredient in there called macroalgae cell extract, and this is a powdered marine plant which is really full of nutrients. It's very good for feeding the skin, but because it's powdered, it just sits in the lines and on the surface of the skin. As well as feeding it, it creates like an airbrushed kind of look. So while your skin is happily being fed, it's also got this sort of very bright, smooth complexion to it. There are encapsulated oils in this one, which means that it's not an oily texture. So what you'll do is just place it over 3 fingers. You don't need very much. And just apply it all over the face, neck and décolleté. You can press it in, smooth it over the skin, and use that twice a day. You can either use it on its own, or you can layer it up with a moisturizer or a facial oil. The encapsulated oils in there means that you get a very light texture. You don't have it, even though it's full of oil and full of nourishment, you don't have an oily texture at all, because the oils burst out of the encapsulation later through the day when you need them. It's a really fantastic brightening product. Vitamin C in there will help do that trick for you as well. Okay. We need to take care of the eye area. So you've got the 24-hour replenishing eye moisturizer. It's really important that you use something that's particular for the eye area, because the area around the eye doesn't have the sebaceous glands that the rest of the face has. It needs more moisture, it needs a bit of help to stay hydrated. The skin is thinner, so it's much more prone to drying out with environmental aggressors like air conditioning, heating, wind, sun, anything that's going to aggress the skin will affect the eye area first. And therapists will often notice that under the skin vision lamp, the eye area can look quite pink or purple. And this is usually due to dehydration. So this product has a marvellous ingredient in there called ginkgo biloba. You just use a very small amount, place it over your 3 fingers, and then apply it around the eye area. And it's just under the brow and along the orbital bone. You don't want to go directly on the eyes, because it acts like blotting paper and will absorb up the product. If you put too much on, it'll be congested. So a really small amount. This will last you a good 3 to 6 months if used properly. Okay. So the ginkgo biloba in there is a micro stimulator for the circulation. And this helps with puffiness. You can also help it along by doing some nice tapping around the eye area, and that's really good to get rid of puffiness in the morning. It's a fantastic product for really quenching dehydrated skin. I'd recommend you get on and start an eye product straight away, because it does help with the future health of the skin. We know that dehydrated skin is much more prone to premature aging, so enjoy that one. Last but not least, we have our beautiful pink hair and scalp mud, and this one really is loved, particularly by therapists all over the world. If you're lucky enough to have had an ESPA facial, you'll know that we do a gorgeous scalp massage with this product. This has got apricot kernel oil in there, red clay and watercress. It's fantastic hair and scalp conditioner. So what you do is just part the hair, place your product in lines all the way through to the crown, take your excess product in your hands, put it through the hair, and give your head a really nice massage. Smooth it all the way in, make sure you're covering the skin on the scalp as well. We've had lots of reports of people saying that it's helped with eczema and psoriasis and flaky skin conditions, as well as leaving the hair really shiny and super soft. You'll then wrap the hair up, pop it in a towel or maybe a shower cap. You can leave that on for a good 20 minutes if you can. If you can leave it on overnight, even better. And then when you wash it out with 2 shampoos and your normal conditioner the next day, it just feels divine. It's beautifully silky, shiny and soft. What you can do also is take this product to your next spa day and use it before you go into the sauna or the steam with your shower cap on, and it'll just enhance those benefits for the hair. You can also take it on holiday with you. It's amazing to protect the hair from the sun. It almost dries to like a sort of a wet look, but it's actually dry to touch. It's a very unusual way to finish with the treatment. But what it means is you don't end up with it oil everywhere. It's not going to go on your clothes or your bedding. So it's really actually very easy to use. It is an iconic ESPA product, and I would highly recommend it. Okay, so that's just enjoy your hero products, and look forward to seeing you in spas soon. Thanks very much. Bye bye.